Welcome. So we have a new panel, and today we're going to be discussing race. So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Well, my name is Uche Amajoy. I am currently a senior at UCLA, World Arts and Cultures major within the School of Arts and Architecture.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Anjanae, and I'm from Illinois, and I just transplanted myself over here in lovely California, and I have a degree in radio and television with a specialization in video production and minor in theater.
Awesome.
My name's Ione. I'm an actress. I do voiceover and hosting, and I create content and run a platform called Unified Soul Theory, which you go to for some inspiration and happiness.
I'm Sia. I love to eat and talk. So that's why these are my friends here. So I just want to
Eat and talk.
By the way, let's just talk about how we have some fufu, which is Nigerian food, and okra. Oh my goodness, made by this lovely gentleman right over here. And we have the delicious chili, right?
Vegetable chili.
Vegetable
No,
chili.
stockfish.
Everyone honestly, eat while we talk. That's the whole point of this thing. But talking about race, do you agree with how the media portrays race, black people, Hispanics?
I don't agree with it, but there is a way that stereotypes are actually put into the media and shown on media platforms that definitely sometimes don't help the cause and doesn't educate us very well, I don't think.
In some cases, I would feel like social media has definitely helped in terms of exposing just how big the racial divide overall in America kind of is, but also bringing all of us together, all the different races and people of color together, and to know about the different struggles and successes that we go through, especially when we're living in this country.
What are your perspective on how you see with the young youth nowadays? You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's media with the TV and stuff, the adults, the news anchors, but I feel like now social media, people our age, our generation, are starting to show how they feel about it.
So you've got the news where obviously young black men are made out to be these evil, rough, crazy, wild things, and and then you'll have a riot that happened in some part of Southern California with a bunch of surfer dudes, and they're just silly drunk boys. And so there's definitely a negative. There's a lot more negativity associated with young black men in the news. But then when you're talking about TV and stuff, the issue with TV media is that it's all very stereotypical, like you were saying. If you're a black person on TV, you have to be the black person that's either the slave or if it's something historical.
Me personally, if someone asks, oh, are you African American, I'll say I'm black. Since my parents, my grandparents, and even my great-grandparents, they've been here. They might be African American personally, but I'm now in this 2016 generation where all I've known is the United States.
So then I have a question then, and this is from a girl who's Canadian and not African American and whatnot. Why can't you just be American? Or what is the difference between black and...
I mean, I'll grant
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I openly will say I'm American, but for some odd reason, there's still this stigmatism where, are you white or black? You're not Caucasian, or it's those words don't usually come out. It's always just, are you white or black?
Why does it matter what gender you are or what race you are when you're in? Why does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, not take the qualities of the person into consideration.
Yeah.
The only time I think it maybe matters is if you're having a conversation and you're like, which person is it? And you don't know their names, and you're like, oh, it's the Asian person over there. Maybe that's when you're trying to distinguish, but otherwise, why do we fixate on it? I think here so more than anywhere else.
I know some of you, I don't know if you've watched 13, and I'm not gonna go...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but Ione got me to watch it. She's like, you just have to watch it. And I did.
And I actually haven't watched it yet because I know that it's going to deeply upset me. I know all about it.
Seriously.
So
I'm warning anyone who's gonna watch this. I watched this with my really good friend in Canada, Vancouver, and he's Asian. And one thing is, Canadians don't know a lot about America culture. I'm gonna be very honest. A lot of times he's like, are black people like this, or what is this? So when we watch it together, we have to stop it because he got more frustrated than I did. What? I'm like, okay, relax. It's okay. Emotional. We cried. We we yelled at the TV. I found out about a company. It's so much, but it's just so interesting how in the 13 and then it's still it's not gone.
Honestly, it kind of broke my own spirits from like what I grew up into, this like safe haven under this blanket where we're all like seen as equal, but not really. And there's still things going on today. And it just made it so hard because like I have so many friends that are white.
You are from Nigerian descent, but you don't sound African.
Yeah, like, you know, because I know, like, my parents, you know, made me go. I had, like, speech problems when I was younger, too. They took me to speech therapy classes and just, like, a few when I was younger, as well as this place, Scottish Rite for help for reading comprehension and stuff like that. So my parents did whatever they could to, like, you know, overall provide me with the best education possible.
I was raised in a very multicultural area where white people were the minority. It was mainly Pakistani and Indian, and then black, and then white. And so coming from that, it was already different and not, you know, it wasn't your situation. But I have a white mother, and I was raised by my white mum, and so we would go and do family things in different parts of England, and then I would clearly be the black sheep of the family and feel a little bit different. So, but most of my upbringing wasn't so, I didn't feel very out of place. I think a lot of the black people in England are from Jamaica. No, they're from Jamaica and the Bahamas.
Yeah, Caribbean or Western Africa.
Because my dad's from the Bahamas. Bahamas was a British colony. I want to say Jamaica was as well.
Yeah, so
you had a bunch of people come from there, and so obviously that was in like the 60s, I think. So there was a bunch of racism that happened then when you've got, you know, all these black people coming. But I don't know what happened to the people who were slaves in England, because it's not, you know, you can feel it in America that there's still the prejudice, the suffering, the abuse that lives on through generations and generations. That's still very evident in everything in this country. In England, it's not like that.
Okay, why are you giving me a difficult time? Oh, he's just having a bad day. Oh, it's okay. But no, full on, like, this man had an agenda, like.